Y'all, it's your girl K Divine coming back with another quick message. Um, I was guided to rest today, but I wanted to make a quick message because it just hit me. Because I was just thinking about a situation that I was in last week, and I had like some people kind of harassing me or whatever. And every time I saw the guy who started all of the nonsense, he would always like he'd try to hide his face, and he'd always try to act like and he was like waiting for me to like approach him with some sort of complaint or something like that. But it's like, but because I already knew what he was doing, I was like, okay, I was just watching and observing. um and I just want y'all to understand and know that these people want a show. They want a show. So if when you're being targeted by someone, by a narcissist, by a toxic person, um, it could be for whatever reason. It really doesn't matter what the reason is that they're targeting you. This is just the fact that they decided that, well, I'm hearing Big Frida. I got that gin in my system. Somebody go be my victim. Like, like they just decided that you are their next victim. Because people who randomly pick on people, that's just stuff that they do. That's just who they are. You're not the first person that they've done that to. They've been doing stuff like this for many years. um and they want to show, like they do. They do. First of all, these people are cowards. Okay, these people are cowards. Most of the time, these people, they don't have a problem with you, but somehow things are always happening around you, or things are being targeted to you. Like these weird attacks are happening. You're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and and sometimes depending on the situation, you might even ask, like, is everything okay? Like, what's the problem? And there's no problem. There's no issue. Oh no, what do you mean? I'm sorry. They like to gaslight you, and they'll say things like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, bitch, this is not about my feelings. This is about my experience. You're telling me that there's no problem, yet every time I come in the room, everybody start running away. You know, y'all doing little sneaky stuff, very subtle things, and it's like, depending on however long the duration is of these attacks, however long these people have, they want to show. Like, their goal is to get you upset. Their goal is to get you to basically beg and plead for the bare minimum. They want you to ask them, why am I being treated this way? And then they're going to sit in your face and gaslight you and be like, oh, well, I don't know what you mean. And well, this is the reason. Like, they'll use this reaction that you're giving them as the reason why all of these things have been happening to you, or saying like, oh, or they'll sit there and call you crazy and say none of those things happened. I don't know what you're talking about. And you want to know the best way to get, I guess, back at them? Walking away silently. And I tell you the reason why that's the best way to get back at those people. One, you got to let the Most High fight your battles for you. Because some of these people, like, you may not know all of the things that people have said behind your back, and the agreements and contracts that people have signed with other people. Because some people will try to sacrifice you for something. They'll try to sacrifice you. They'll try to get someone to hurt you, um or do something crazy to you. This is why you have to use your discernment. But, you know, if you're watching my channel, you're more than likely like very divinely protected, and no matter what happens, like if it's not your time to go, the Most High is not gonna allow those attacks to land at all. Because I've been in several situations where it's like somebody had all the intentions on hurting me, but it ended up not happening. That's how I know I'm very protected. But when I tell you, the best thing that you can do is walk away, because whatever these people been saying, you don't know what these people been saying and what they've been plotting and planning behind your back. Because in this situation that happened to me last week, or it was just a few days ago actually, but like he got a friend with him. Like he had, it was our last time interacting. And he brought a friend with him because he was under the impression that after the week of him trying to come after me and do all this weird stuff towards me, that I was gonna come. It was a hotel situation. Okay. Y'all know I've been in hotels for a while now. So, and he brought a friend with him. I don't know if this person actually worked at the hotel or not, but like they were waiting for me when I was going to check out, and the dude's all like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like they were waiting. They wanted a show. They thought I was gonna come down there being like, "I don't understand why I'm being treated this way," and or I don't know what, like they wanted that. I don't know. They probably wanted me to get real ghetto or whatever. Like that's probably what they were anticipating. But I knew that this man was a coward, because when he asked me if I was checking out, his voice is very low. He's like, "I'm checking out." I'm like, "Ooh." I'm like, "You scared though?" This how you know that, like, these people who target you, a lot of times they're afraid of you, not because you're aggressive, but because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves, and they hate that you have all this potential and that you have all of this anointing and all this favor over your life, and they don't understand why you. And when people attack you, basically what they're telling the Most High is, you got it wrong, not this one. And why I say the best way to get back at these people is by walking away silently, is because whatever those people were saying, because like I said, they wanted a show and they got nothing. So they had all this anticipation that they were going to get this big emotional reaction out of you, and they got nothing. And then especially in a situation like a hotel, or like, you know, if you're, you know, it doesn't really matter if it's a short period of time that you're around this person. By the end of your interactions, like if they didn't get the reaction that they wanted out of you, those people already been talking hella shit for days. Since the moment that they saw you, that they knew that they wanted you to be their victim. And you walking away and not saying anything to anyone, and not, you didn't complain. Those people, like I said, whatever contracts that they signed, whatever things that they said about you behind your back, whatever they said, they have no credibility. And now they have to pay the price for that. Now they're going to be held responsible for whatever things that they said that we're going to do. Because like I said, some of these people be trying to sacrifice you. I don't think y'all understand how crazy some of these people are out here in these streets, especially when places have things to hide. That's something that the Most High has been telling me a lot lately, and maybe one day I'll start dropping some gems for y'all about the Matrix and stuff that's not real. Because I don't know about y'all, but I've been going through a lot of spiritual awakenings, like weekly, like multiple spiritual awakenings to things that I thought were real, but I'm starting to find out they're not. A lot of this shit not real out here, y'all. And this is why, you know, I'm real humble about, you know, the situation that I'm in too, because it's like, it could be a lot worse. You know, I wasn't supposed to make it out of the situation that I made it out of. Look at the way the sun's shining on me as it's setting. Um, I wasn't supposed to make it out of that situation. Like I said in my previous video, like my mama tried to sacrifice me. Well, my whole family really. They tried to sacrifice me, and I had a lot of people coming up against me. I had a lot of people um, betray me and turn on me when I needed assistance and I needed help, and I had nobody by my side. And although it does get lonely, I can honestly say that I would much rather be alone than around a whole bunch of fake ass bitches that don't really care about me, anyways. And I'm just glad to be here. And my discernment is, growing. I'm trying to grow in my craft. Hopefully, I can make more content for y'all. It's been kind of difficult lately because, like I said, like I was guided to cut a rest today. Um, yeah. Uh, but they want a show. They wanted a show from you. Their whole plot and plan was to, for some of these people, the plan was to get you on video, to record you and use that as evidence of your mental instability, which is what a lot of these people go around trying to convince other people. Because as soon as you find out the truth about somebody, or the minute that you find out, that they not who they say they are, the first thing they gonna go do is start to discredit you and start calling you crazy, especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman and it's a man that you was dealing with, the first thing he gonna go do is he's gonna go call you crazy to every single person who will listen. Oh, she's crazy. Oh, my ex went as far as to put in court documents that I had bipolar disorder, which I do not. Court documents that I have a history of bipolar disorder. Now, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder when I was like 12, but since then, I am 29. Since then, I have received 2 diagnoses, ADHD and autism, which I was not affirmed for bipolar disorder, and I haven't been on medication for it since I was 12 years old. So, it's like, and a lot of neurodivergent girlies when they're younger are mistaken for bipolar disorder, which is usually undiagnosed ADHD and slash or autism, which is what I was told by my doctors that I have the medical records for. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, as soon as they find out, or as soon as you find out some information about them, or as soon as they betray you in some sort of way and they want to look like the victim, they're gonna go and call you every name in the book except for a child of God and make you look like you're the crazy one, and let them. And when you walk away silently, like your peace is gonna be so loud, because it's going to eventually, it exposes their chaos. Because these people, like, especially people who don't know you, right? Especially these people who don't know anything about you, and it's like they're creating drama just so that you can be upset. And so they're like, oh yeah, I could get this one, and like, oh yeah, I don't think she's really like that. He's not really calm like that. And like, no, I know I can get him. And then when they don't and they can't, whatever they bet, because these people really are immature, and most of them ain't very smart with money, and so they'll bet money, they'll bet their cars, they'll bet businesses. These people will do anything to be like, oh yeah, I can get this one. And then you sit back and watch people start losing shit. Some of these people's health gonna start to decline because of the shit that they said about you. Like, that's the karma. The karma will come back around. Then people wanted a show, but the only show you gonna give them is your glow up. That's the show that they gonna get. When they thought that you was gonna be down for the count, when they thought you was gonna be begging on the streets for money, when they thought that you was gonna be homeless forever and carless forever, and you know you was gonna be hungry and you wasn't gonna be able to provide for yourself, when they thought that that was gonna be your fate and all you did was boss the fuck up and do better, that's the show that they got. And that's the show. One, that's what you deserve, and two, that's part of their karma, is to have to watch you glow up and watch them have to eat them words that they said about you. Them people wanted a show, and we gonna give them a show. Y'all, they gonna get a show. It ain't gonna be the show they wanted though. That was my quick message for tonight though. Y'all have a good night. It's your girl K Divine. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.